Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue to build decks led by the new legendary creatures from the Marvel set. Leading today's Bracket 3 deck is Namor the Submariner. Yes, I know we had a Namor deck last week, that's why we're doing a different Namor this week. Namor the Submariner is a 3-mana star 4 legendary mutant merfolk villain with flying. His power is equal to the number of merfolk we control. Additionally, whenever we cast a non-creature spell with one or more blue mana symbols in its mana cost, we create that many 1/1 blue merfolk creature tokens. That's right, dear viewer. When we counterspell your commander, we create two 1/1 blue merfolk creature tokens and grow our commander at the same time. How delightful. Now, Namor has long been one of Cutestuff's favorites, but my introduction to him was in Alex Ross's Marvels series, which came out in the 90s and featured some of the most gorgeous artwork ever seen in a comic book. Yes, that is the Human Torch flying above New York, trying and failing to stop Namor, because despite having powers, he is a weak and stupid surface dweller. If the art style looks familiar, that's because he's the artist who did Kingdom Come, and also has some special arts for this Marvel set. Getting back to our deck, we want two things: blue pips and other merfolk. So a lot of our deck will be focused around having more merfolk and growing those merfolk, as well as controlling the board. Can't let the surface dwellers destroy the planet even more than they already have. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, BCW. BCW has been making high-quality, cost-effective products for both collectors and retailers for over 40 years. If you want to store, display, or sort your cards, check them out. I've been using their inner sleeves for years now and have never had an issue. Be sure to click the link down below and use code DANON10 for a 10% discount on your order. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Real quick, before we get to our deck list, I do occasionally stream on this channel, and if you see me live, come say hi. I'll be building commander decks, either for patrons or for future videos. So make sure you're subscribed and click the bell icon so you'll get notified when I'm live. Starting off our land base, we've got 3 Tree City, and Nykthos Shrine to Nyx as our extra mana producing lands. Next up, we've got Scavenger Grounds, and Reliquary Tower serving as utility lands. Finally, we are running 30 snow-covered islands. Why snow-covered? I promise to explain it in the next part. For mana ramp, we're running Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Sky Diamond, Mind Stone, Thought Vessel, Decanter of Endless Water, Gilded Lotus, and Throne of Eldraine as our mana rocks. We also have Sapphire Medallion for cost reduction, and High Tide serving as a ritual for burst mana. Finally, we've got Extraplanar Lens, Gauntlet of Power, and Caged Sun as mana doublers. Extraplanar Lens doubles the mana production for everyone tapping those lands, so that's why we're running snow-covered islands. Now, if your playgroup already runs snow-covered lands, you should switch to regular islands for this deck. Our card advantage package consists of Atuma Atlantean Warlord, Svelun of Sea and Sky, Kindred Discovery, Echo of Eons, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Harmonized Crescendo, Seafloor Oracle, Rhystic Study, Blue Sun Zenith, Harmonized Trio, Sea Hunter, Archmage Emeritus, Transcendent Message, Windfall, Reconnaissance Mission, and Coastal Piracy. We're drawing cards when merfolk enter, and we're using those merfolk to draw even more cards. Hooray for synergy. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Lull Mage Mentor, Archmage's Charm, Counterspell, Cryptic Command, Negate, Pongify, Rapid Hybridization, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Harbinger of the Tides, Merfolk Trickster, Sink into Stupor, Narset's Reversal, Arcane Denial, Rewind, Disallow, Commit Memory, Redirect, and Mystic Confluence. Lots of counterspells, I know, but we're in blue, so what did you expect? Our board wipes consist of Cyclonic Rift, Summon Leviathan, and Aetherize. Gotta love one-sided wipes. The core of our deck consists of Daughter of the Deep, Namor Scourge of the Seas, Master of the Pearl Trident, Vidalian Hexcatcher, Lord of Atlantis, Merfolk Sovereign, Deeproot Pilgrimage, Thassa's Oracle, Talran Sky Summoner, Mist Dancer, and Deep Channel Mentor. Supporting our plan, we've also got Roaming Throne, Faded Infatuation, Reenact the Crime, and Reflections of Litjara. Gotta love doubling our merfolk. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 47 mana sources, but between 34 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. Light, I know, but our curve is low, and we've also got 16 pieces of card advantage. So even with lower land count, we shouldn't be missing land drops too often. 18 pieces of card advantage, 3 board wipes, 3 pieces of graveyard hate in Echo of Eons, Commit Memory, and Scavenger Grounds, 1 Sudden I Win card in Thassa's Oracle. Now, normally I don't like running Thassa's Oracle, but we're in a deck that draws a ton of cards, and it's a merfolk deck, so I figured we'd be fine. We also don't have any black in our color identity, so we're not casting Demonic Consultation to win the game out of nowhere. But what we do have is Teferi's Ageless Insight and Kindred Discovery. Think about it. We cast Cryptic Command and make 3 merfolk. Kindred Discovery triggers 3 times, but Teferi's Ageless Insight is a replacement effect. So instead of drawing 3 cards, we draw 6. Next turn, we attack with our commander and all 3 of the tokens we made, drawing us a total of 8 cards. It won't be long until we've drawn through our entire deck. And that's not assuming we have a Coastal Piracy on board in addition to the other effects. Now, we may be running a lot of counterspells, and we may have lots of ways to win the game, but most games will involve us casting a bunch of merfolk, triggering our commander a few times, then smashing someone in the face with an army of tokens. Like a tidal wave. Are you building a Namor the Submariner commander deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Robert, Pi, Kazaris, Patrick, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Sleech, Luke, Mr. Salty, Daniel, Bryan, and Enra Waka, Talathia, Azander, Michael, Black Dragon, and John. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.